it's April the 1st, about 8:30 in the morning at Suquamish Falls, Washington. We've had quite a bit of rain and the falls is flowing at full maximum now. It's really coming in, you can check it out. It's plunging right over the top there, it's full of force there. I don't know how many gallons per minute, but it's a lot. I came up here to check on the Peregrine Falcons. They're fairly close to the falls. They should be right about in the middle of my viewfinder right now. I'll zoom in. That green patch there, it kind of looks like a dinosaur. It's got a head looking down. There's a dark crack right next to it. Right about in the middle of the movie. That's where the nest is. I'll get some still shots in a minute. But they nest there every year. It's the second year they nested there, so I just came up to check on it. And then I'll go back to the falls, and it's going at full max. There he is coming over the top. And again, it's April the 1st, Suquamish Falls, Washington. We've had a lot of rain the last few days, so here's the falls pouring at full max here. I'll try to get a depth shot. Go all the way down to the bottom. And then the water's rolling around there, come back up here. And again, right in the middle there is where the Peregrine Falcon nest is. She's incubating about 4 eggs now. So we'll call that good then. Over and out and enjoy the movie. Bye-bye. Well, here's our Peregrine Falcon at Suquamish Falls. She was on the other side of the falls earlier today and she joined the mate. He come back and they flew together and displayed. Looked like they did the handoff, and looks like she's had something to eat, so she's been sitting here for 45 minutes to an hour waiting for him to come back, and she's been stretching and printing a little bit. So we've been enjoying our bird watching today, and they should be ready to lay some eggs any day now, because last year they laid their first egg on St. Patrick's Day. We've had a little bit of rain now and snow, so I think they're going to be a few days behind here if they're going to lay an egg. But they've nested here for several years, and we're all excited and happy to announce it looks like they're going to be here again this year. It's a beautiful spot for a falcon nest at Suquamish Falls, Washington. It's just absolutely gorgeous up here, and to see these birds, it's just magnificent. You can see how alert she is. She's always looking to the left and the right. She's keeping an eye out for the male. And his job is to go out and catch some food and bring it back, because once they have the young and she's incubating, he's got to get all the food and bring it back and feed her and himself, and then later her and the babies. So he's going to be a busy guy. And these are the fastest creatures on the planet Earth. They can dive at about 275 miles an hour, they documented them. It's the Peregrine Falcon. Again, we're at Suquamish Falls, Washington, enjoying it very much. I think we'll call that good then. Over and out. Enjoy the movie. Well, here we are at Suquamish Falls. This is the closest Peregrine Falcon nest location. So we've zoomed in on that with our camcorder to see if we can see any activity. I don't see anything. But at least it's not too misty. Now, the sun's trying to come through. We have filtered light. I'll back off and see, but it looks like they might have been working around here a little bit. So there's a sand pile. Back off. They do a scrape there, and they have nested in this place the past years, so we thought we'd come up today and check on them. The falls is really running good. I'll try to get a little bit of that in there. You can just see the water coming over there on the edge. Now I'll zoom back so we get a perspective where that nest location is. I'll come in slow. We've been scanning the area. We haven't seen anything flying yet. There's that big dark crack, and there's that green patch right there. It's right above this green patch. There we go. And that little sand to the right, that's where they make the scrape, and then they go to the left a little bit. They sometimes nest in that area. So there's two spots on this ledge they use. But I don't see her here at any of the places, so we'll scan the area so we can find her in a tree. Well, here's our Peregrine Falcon from Snoqualmie Falls, and earlier today she was on the nest site that's closest to the railing here, so she's not on the one that's way back. So it'd be the closer nest this year. She was in there on her scrape earlier, and now she's just taking her easy in the tree here, one of her perches. So I'll back off slowly and we'll see if we can get a perspective on it. This is pretty powerful, it goes all the way back. We can take it in quite a ways. Alright, coming in slowly now. We're using a Sony camcorder with a 70 digital zoom, and we have a 1.7 max lens on it, which increases it quite a bit. So that's her sitting there, and we're going to look around for the mate, and hopefully if we stay here long enough we'll get one with them in there in the nest. So we'll check around, see if we can locate the other one. Well, here we are at Snoqualmie Falls. Peregrine Falcon has selected the nest closest to us, so we're happy about that. I think it's about 160 yards from us. And here she is preening up. This is her scrape, and obviously where they've decided to have the eggs now, which is good for us. We're shooting with our Sony camcorder with a 70 extended zoom, and we got a 1.7 mag lens, which gives us the extra power to draw it up this close. Makes it very handy. Now our lighting is really good. You can see the colors on her. It's got the beautiful cheek stripes there and the color on her breast. And where she's at, that is the sand pile. That's a scrape. She scraped it away. She's going to put her eggs in there. And a couple years past she nested there. We made some movies up, but we didn't have this powerful camera to draw her in like this. So we're all excited about it. We're looking around for the male. Perhaps we'll get lucky and see him come into the nest. When they have the youngsters here, we'll be able to see them really good. So I think we'll check around and see if we can locate him. Alright, she's in the nest. I think the male is there. Here comes the male in. Alright. How cool is that? I don't know if he brought her some food or he just come in to help her out. So we're all excited about that. We got him landing in there. Oh yeah, there she goes. I think he's relieving her a little bit. I didn't exactly see which one switched, but anyway, I'm thinking that was her, and he just comes sailing in. Well, that's a great video there. I was walking over to the nest, checking things out. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's an egg. Looks like there might be. This one's kind of settling down. Oh yeah. This is looking really good. Well, these are our peregrines. We're all excited. We're glad we came up today to witness all this. Our sun is right and it's looking really good. There's not hardly any mist blowing. We'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, it's definitely settling down. So we've seen one fly in and relieve the other, so that's good. It's a beautiful day at Snoqualmie Falls. Everything is looking good. The falls is flowing pretty good. Birds are happy now. The weather's warming up. We're excited about it too. Well, I think we'll check and see where the other one went. Okay, looks like doing something with the egg again. Getting in position, looking down. Definitely some activity there. Look at that. Oh yeah, getting all adjusted in the little sand scrape there. I'm amazed at our lighting. It looks like you can see all the markings on the head and the color on the back. We're zoomed in really good. Yep, they've officially started their nesting cycle. How cool is that? I don't know how many eggs they got, but we're figuring they got at least one anyway. And maybe when they fly off, we'll be able to stay zoomed in on it, we'll be able to see, because with this camera, we'll be able to tell. Okay, now he's off the nest. I'm looking now, I can't see anything with this monitor, it's kind of small. And that one flies away. Alright. How interesting is that? Well, I'll just look here for a second. I'm zoomed in as much as I can, so if we can't see the egg, well, that means it's down in the depression. So we'll call that good then. Our Peregrine Falcon is back on the nest. Just came in and settled down on the nest again. Looking really comfortable. We don't know how many eggs they have. Anyway, one was over in the tree for a while and we were watching that, and after a little bit, they weren't gone that long, this one came back to tend to the nest. We got very good lighting. The other one must be out hunting. This falcon is all settled down now, looking very content. Well, they gotta have patience, because when they start setting the eggs, start incubating, they'll have to do it for 30-some days. I'm pretty sure they don't have all their eggs yet. They're just keeping these so they don't get too cold. They can't get colder than 40, or they would never be any good. Anyway, this is the closest nest site to the observation area here where we're at on the, and she is there, what we call the scrape the sand pile. That's where she's obviously decided to put her nest this year.
Well, yeah.
We're all excited about it because it's close now. And oh yeah, she's looking over here. We're going to keep an eye out for maybe the male to come in with something. So. But our lighting is good today. The mist in the falls is not blowing up here, and she's just kind of looking down. So when she flies away or moves, we'll check to see if maybe she's got an egg already. But it's that time of year where they should be laying eggs. The last time we were up, they were mating. So and she's just sitting there looking down at the scrape, the little sand pile. She's moved away for a little place to keep her eggs. So their lighting is really good. We're all excited about it. Now she's moving her wing around, look around. Beautiful bird. Look at the markings on her face. Oh yeah. I'll just let it run a little bit. The weather looks really good. We're zoomed in max. We're shooting with our Sony camcorder with a 70 extended zoom, and we're using a 1.7 max lens, so we can draw it in really close. It's just a small setup. It's not a very good camcorder. It's got a lot of power. We're really impressed with it. I would recommend it to anybody. We're about 160 yards to the nest. You can see how good she's coming in here. We don't have a lot of equipment to haul around. We can shoot it all with this little compact Sony camcorder. Well, there she is. She's looking really good. Colors are coming in. Just kind of moving around here, checking the nest, preening a little bit. Oh yeah. Good looking bird. Well, I think we'll check back.
Yeah.
Our Peregrine Falcons haven't come back yet. I did spot one of them sitting over in the tree. I'll just zoom out so you can see just how far it is over there. Give you a perspective in relationship to the falls as the exact location of the nest here. There you can see the falls coming over the edge, and I'll come back in slow. The nest is just about dead center, green patch. And then very slowly here. And when they come back, we'll be able to reach out and touch them with this. There we are. Got a little white slash mark there we lined up with, and we're ready in case they come back in. We'll turn it back on. Now here's our Falcon's back, getting back on the nest. Oh yeah, she's moving around. We're running a good soundtrack for YouTube here, so.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I'm making a movie with a soundtrack here. There she is, she's settling down. We timed that just right. Getting back on the egg then, don't want to let it get too cold. And the other one I think is still in the tree. Alright. But anyway, we still got good sunlight, and don't have a problem with the mist or anything, so we're good. Alright, I wonder if the other one's going to fly in now and join him. Was out hunting for food, I think. Alright, she got up and she's moving around the nest now, checking out a few things. A Peregrine Falcon, Palmy Falls. Well, now we know that the nest is pretty much underway. She must be incubating now and just got up for a break. Well, look at that, would you? Yeah, now she's, I think she's rotating the eggs around. She looks like she's going to try to settle back down on them. Yeah, she's settling back down on the eggs now. Well, how cool is this? I'll keep it running. We're running a soundtrack here, and you can hear the falls. Yeah, she just stood up and rotated the eggs, kind of moving around a little bit. It's nice and warm now today. Oh yeah. And looks like everything is going good. I see the male over in the tree, so I'm zoomed in as far as I can here. She's probably still sitting down behind the green grass there on her eggs. Anyway, we have pretty good lighting today, and it looks pretty peaceful up here. Not too much wind, and things are looking up for the Peregrine. The male, I think, is over in the tree. So we'll keep an eye out, see what's going on. She's in there sitting down, keeping them eggs warm. We had a heck of a sleet storm yesterday afternoon. It really came down, so we came up today to check. We're happy to see that the sun is out, and the male peregrine's over in the dead tree on the point, and she's laying there on the eggs. Well, I think we'll check back in a little bit then. Well, here's one of our Peregrine Falcons in their favorite dead tree. One's on the nest, and this one's taking a break in the tree, so not too bad today. We came up to do a little spot check, see how the nesting cycle's going. It looks like they're doing all right. A little bit of mist, but there's not too much wind today, so we're happy about that. Anyway, this one here is hanging out in the dead tree on point, looking around, and the other one is on the eggs. We'll check around and see if he'll deliver some food to them. And this is where they winter out every year. Oh, look at her. There she goes. She's after something. Look at her go. My goodness. Looks like she's going to come back in. All right. Well, she came back in. Yeah, she made a pass at the ducks. They flew, and then she sailed back in here. So we're all excited by it. How about that? She's definitely on the hunt. Well, this turned out to be a pretty good spot today, so we got her taken out after duck and got her coming back to her perch, so she's obviously hungry. Now it looks like she's going to preen up a little bit. We'll make her a little run and see if we can see the male. Like I say, a lot of times they hunt together and they have really good success when they do that, so we're all excited by it. Yeah, she's scratching up there. She's a happy gal there. She's getting a little exercise here. The rain has stopped now. It's not too bad, so she did make a pass at the ducks, so she'll make another one here in a little bit. Well, here's a peregrine falcon just landed in the tree with her prey, and she's commenced to eat it, so we'll just keep an eye on her, listen to the bird calls, and see what happens here. So enjoy the movie. Well, the sun's coming through more now. Look at their face. Doesn't that light up really nice? Yeah, the sun came through the clouds a little better. Oh, she's really hungry. Not sure what kind of bird she caught. I'm unable to tell at this point. Once I have it on the big screen, I might be able to. Whatever it is, she definitely is enjoying it. She's having a good time.